Recent reports of Ukrainian drones entering the airspace of Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania are not isolated incidents. They reflect a pattern that I mentioned in my Eclipse book. And this is a quote from first chapter of my Eclipses book that I published in January for Estonia. Government visibility and executive responsibility confront homeland security, resources, and national identity. This reinforces Estonia's role as a frontline digital and security state under international scrutiny. Welcome back to my channel, Astrobabushka. It's Irina. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I apply ancient, more than 3,000 years old knowledge to modern times. I use astrocartography, fixed stars, and asteroids. Now, the country is urged to take action rather than just watch. Decisions are made in public and their outcomes are seen by both allies and opponents. Estonia's identity as a digital and security-focused nation becomes even clearer. It stands closer to the front line, both in location and in meaning. National identity is strongly emphasized. Issues of protection, sovereignty, and internal stability arise simultaneously. In this situation, leaders cannot afford to hesitate. Now, let's move to Latvia, and I quote my book, "Alliance positioning and parliamentary dynamics are challenged by internal strategic decisions. Leadership messaging and legislative coherence are tested." If parliamentary processes, leadership messaging, and strategy are not aligned with each other, cracks start to show. The country needs to present a united front, but the chart suggests that it is hard to stay coherent under pressure. Alliances are also tested. Lunar eclipse in Lithuania chart activated certain things, and I quote again the part from the book. Leadership, sovereignty, and karmic direction are under acute pressure. The chart suggests a karmic turning point. Choices made now will have lasting effects and set the path ahead. So while eclipses open the door, the Mars-Pluto 2-year cycle started in January 2026 and will last till 2028. And it sustains the intensity specifically for these Baltic states. So for Latvia's independence chart, the ascendant is 10 degrees, and it becomes an affected point because Mars-Pluto cycle forms a tight square, exact degree square from the 4th house. And this directly connects internal territory, land, domestic stability with signs of external conflict. Mars rules the 7th house here, which relates to open enemies, and the 2nd house, which relates to resources. So this is a strong combination linking conflict to both opposing forces and material issues. Latvia is now in Rahu period, in the beginning of major Mahadasha Rahu. And this double Rahu period will be until January 2027. Rahu in Sagittarius, which is one of the signs of its debilitation, and in the 3rd house. So together it points to unconventional or unexpected developments involving borders, neighboring countries, communications, and its dispositor, Jupiter, sits in Gandanta zone in the 11th house. So this weakens stability in alliances and collective support systems. I have 2 different charts for Latvia, and if this chart is the one in effect, then it points to a higher risk of conflict or at least ongoing tension. For Lithuania, the Mars-Pluto cycle begins also in the 4th house. This quickly draws our attention to land again, territory, internal stability, security, safety. The Lagna is around 13 degrees and Venus is Lagnesh at 12 degrees. So this places the identity of the country close to a sensitive activation point. The current cycle increases pressure, but the main trigger is likely to come later, closer to 2028. When these degrees are more strongly activated, because in 2028, Mars and Pluto will be, I think, at 12 degrees. So will be exact activation. So this points to a gradual buildup instead of an immediate peak. The tension is present now, but the most important events may still be to come. Estonia. Here we have a little bit different pattern. Mars placed in Mrityubhaga in the 4th house and ruling the 7th is already a sensitive placement in the natal structure. However, the major activation comes with Mars period in 2027. Until then, the chart shows pressure building up without a full release. Situations might escalate, but may not reach their final stage of escalation yet. So it's a period of constantly build up. The system is stressed, but not there yet. In August 2026, solar eclipse continues the same theme, but with a stronger focus on internal matters. So, August solar eclipse for Lithuania, and I quote my book: leadership, sovereignty, and karmic direction are under acute pressure, so they are challenged again. But now there's less time to wait. What was building earlier in the year now requires more decisive action. For Estonia, the solar eclipse in August, the focus turns inward. So, and I quote, internal security focus with a strong home territory emphasis. There's a strong focus on territory, infrastructure, and protecting what is inside the borders. So we have a shared pattern across all 3 countries. Eclipses open the pressure, Mars-Pluto sustain and deepen them. So Latvia faces the most immediate risk of visible tension linked to border confrontation or heightened situation with bordering countries, which is Russia. And Lithuania experiences slower buildup with a peak expected later 2027. And Estonia is moving toward a delayed, but possibly significant activation again around 2027, 2028. So we have clear synchronization here. Now, the key point is that the upcoming Saturn-Mars conjunction in April 19 forms square to natal Uranuses in all 3 charts of Baltic countries. So because these nations were founded around the same time, Uranus is in a similar degree in each chart. This creates a shared trigger point. Uranus stands for shocks, disruptions, sudden events, and technological or unusual developments. When Saturn and Mars activates this Uranus together, the pressure becomes organized, forceful, hard to control. Latvia has natal Uranus in the 3rd house, again bordering countries. Saturn and Mars conjunction in transit forms a square. So Saturn rules for 5 and it puts pressure on internal stability and national directions. Meanwhile, Mars ruling 2nd and 7th, so it links resources to open conflict. Again, 3rd house is borders, neighboring countries, communication, movement across the territory. So this combination suggests, number 1, sudden developments, number 2, sudden developments involving borders, disruptions in communication on transport systems, and escalation of tensions with neighboring actors. The situation can get more intense when Saturn enters Mrityubhaga 15 degree of Pisces and will form exact square to this natal Uranus. In Lithuania, we also have natal Uranus in the 3rd house. Again, highlights goes to the borders, to communication, neighboring countries, regional interaction, and the activation goes to cross-border tension, of course, and increased military or logistical movement near borders. Now, Estonia. For Estonia is a different story, again, because natal Uranus here in the 8th house, shifting the focus from visible border issues to deeper, less obvious areas. The 8th house is about hidden threats, intelligence, shared resources, and systemic weaknesses. And the Saturn-Mars conjunction forms square from the 11th house. So Saturn rules 9-10 and linking international roles and leadership with Mars, that is ruling 7 and 12, that is bringing both open opposition and hidden dynamics. So for Estonia, I would expect some cyber or intelligence-related disruptions, pressure involving alliances and international networks, or also hidden or indirect forms of conflict. Again, when Saturn enters this Mrityubhaga and completes the square to natal Uranus, the impact can become stronger. So we see that all 3 countries face the same structural trigger. We have Saturn-Mars conjunction, square to natal Uranus, following by exact activation from Saturn in Mrityubhaga. Let's wrap up how it can show up for each country. For Latvia, it will be immediate and visible tension involving borders and neighboring regions. For Lithuania, similar themes, but slower and more controlled build up and more closer to 27-28. Estonia, deeper, less visible, cyber intelligence, strategic systems. Well, let's see how it's gonna go. And I found something interesting for the charts of China, India, and Russia. And, this will be like a continued part for this video, because obviously this ongoing border tension involve Russia in this analysis. Thank you for being here. If you found some valuable information in this video, please click like, subscribe. It's important for me. I am building a new community, a new channel. I have a lot of different articles and posts on Substack with both theory and analysis. And you can book the consultation with me using the link down below in the description. And there can be, we can organize 15 minutes prior the consultation Zoom meeting to see if we match. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye.